Welcome to the Packers family. I am Damon.
I'm Christian.
And today we're going to be doing our rankings of the top 7 teams in the AFC. What that will entail is we're going to start with who we believe will be the 7th seed all the way up to the 1st seed, the coveted 1st seed, the 1 seed that gets the bye. So we couldn't come to an agreement on our seedings. A lot of them are agreements, some of them aren't. And so, because of that, we're going to be doing 2 different rankings. My rankings and Christian's rankings.
Just going back and forth here. Starting off with the 7th seed, I have the Indianapolis Colts. They're a pretty solid football team. I think they'll win a few more games, get that 7th seed. I don't see any other team really getting that 7th seed. That's just what I think.
I completely agree that 7 seed's a lot easier to obtain, but it's usually a spot reserved for probably the weakest teams out of the top 7 teams going to make the playoffs. I have the Colts taking that spot too, mainly because of their running game. They can control the clock. That's going to allow them to win some games here.
Yeah. Moving into the 6th seed, I have the Buffalo Bills. That 2-game losing streak, I have them kind of falling out of that number 1, 2 seed that I had them in a few weeks ago. They're still a really good football team. I wish I had a run game. That would help them out a lot, but...
Yeah, I agree with you. I actually have the Bills as my 6th seed too, only because of Josh Allen. Now, originally, I probably did have them a few weeks back being ahead of the Patriots, but since then, they've lost to the Patriots. They lost to the Buccaneers. That's allowed the Patriots to get a 2-game lead over them, so that has them dropping down to the wild card spot. I still think they attain that because of their quarterback play.
Yeah, they're still a dangerous team, though. Moving to the 5th seed, I have the Kansas City Chiefs. I know they're on a good win streak right now, but everyone, they're beating up on teams like the Raiders, putting up a lot of points and offense, but then when they play really good teams...
You'd say they're kind of sus, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, they put up 900-something yards on the Raiders, between 2 games, but if you look at all their other games, they're not... That offense just isn't right. They're getting carried by their defense.
And this is where we differ. We start to differ a little bit here. I actually have the 5th seed going to the Chargers. Now, the Chargers are probably your champions of the AFC West, and I have the Chiefs as the champions of the AFC West. So that's our big difference here. For me, I say the Chargers are going to be the 5th seed. I think the Chiefs probably have a little bit more capabilities with their defense to overcome what the Chargers can throw at them. But the Chargers are still a really, really good team. This could go either way, and that's why we see it going either way. But, man, Justin Herbert is killing it. And I think you said it in last week's picks video that, man, he might need to be starting mentioned as an MVP candidate.
He's not talked about enough.
He's not getting any respect.
Moving into the 4th seed, I have the Cincinnati Bengals. I think they're the best team in the AFC North.
The AFC North is kind of lacking.
Yeah, I think, Steelers are kind of, they might make a playoff push, but I don't see it. Ravens, I personally have them falling out of the playoffs.
Me too.
The Browns, I don't think they have enough either to make that playoff push, so that leaves Cincinnati winning it. Yeah. Winning the division.
And I completely agree with you. I had the Bengals being my 4th seed. The Ravens could fight to get back into that position. They're just so injured. They're so decimated at all kinds of positions. Lamar Jackson looks like he's going to be playing this coming weekend. How healthy is he, though? I mean, like we mentioned before, Lamar Jackson is the reason why that team goes. And if Lamar Jackson can't go, then the Ravens don't go. So, Bengals are my 4th seed.
Moving into the 3rd seed, I have the Tennessee Titans. They're kind of in a weaker division. I mean, they're banged up too, but they're still winning games. You have to give respect to their name.
Yeah.
So,
and I have them as the 3rd seed too. There's not a whole lot of teams they're going to be playing up ahead that's going to really challenge them. Not to mention, Ian Rappaport came out just the other day saying, hey, Derrick Henry is looking like he's going to be able to come back in time to help the Tennessee Titans with their playoff push. It could be even happening before the playoffs happen. So if that were to happen, that's actually going to make them a lot better off, and they're pretty good on their own anyway.
Yeah. Moving into my 2nd seed, I have the LA Chargers. I think they win the division. I think, honestly, they're a better team than Kansas City right now. I mean, Justin Herbert's putting up the numbers. That defense is pretty solid. Good run game. I mean, they're just all around a solid, good team. Very young though. They have no playoff experience. So
for me, the reason why, go back to what we talked about regarding our 5th and our 2nd seeds here.
It comes down to that Thursday night.
It comes at this Thursday night game. It's going to be pretty big. The Chargers, for me, the reason why I didn't have them beating the Chiefs and going to the spot is they're too inconsistent because they are young. Now, if they figure it out, and it looks like they could go on a run here.
It could be a dangerous team.
For me, my 2nd place team in the AFC, I have currently being the Patriots. The New England Patriots are probably the best team in the AFC at this point in time. However, I don't know if they're going to end up on this last stretch being the hottest team going all the way through. I think they still have some games ahead of them that could challenge them. And with a rookie quarterback, I just can't trust them to get that 1st seed completely.
Now moving into our 1st seed.
Now this is where the debate comes a little bit.
I think it's the New England Patriots. I know you said their rookie quarterback, you don't trust them, but they done proved they don't have to play with him. He's had, 3 passes in Buffalo that game?
Fair enough.
They have great defensive play. Looking at their schedule, I think they play the Dolphins. I think
they play the Bills again.
Yeah, they play the Bills. I mean, I don't see them really losing many more games going out, and that's scary.
And to be honest, we have the Patriots finishing with the same record. They're just a little bit of a difference here because of a pick that we made this Thursday night game. Honestly, that's where the difference is. And that's the reason why I have the Chiefs being the 1st overall seed. And the reason why I did that, first of all, this Thursday night game means so much. If the Chargers win, that's going to allow the Patriots to be able to go on a run and be able to get that 1st seed, right? If the Chiefs win, there's not a whole lot of other teams that could probably stop them the rest of the way. They probably went out like I have them, and they're going to get the 1st seed.
This Thursday night game coming up is huge for the AFC. I mean,
huge. Now, the reason why I have the Chiefs being the 1st overall seed in the AFC, experience, Patrick Mahomes, that offense against the Raiders, and you did bring up a good point.
Yeah.
They had a lot of their offense showing against the Raiders, but they look like they're coming back. That defense might just be better than their offense, and that offense has all the potential in the world.
Yeah.
So with experience and all that potential, I'm going with the Chiefs as the 1st overall seed.
The thing about the Patriots is Patriots have a lot of experience, too, with the playoffs.
You're absolutely right.
They lost Brady, but that team is still part of that core, that defensive unit, Bill Belichick. I mean, it's just hard to bet against him.
It's going to be a fun ending to the 2021 NFL season for sure. The AFC, we really don't know. But this is our rankings. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. Oh, please subscribe. If you like our content, hit that notification button if you are subscribed. And if you aren't subscribed, well, once again, subscribe. Go Pack Go!